These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat article quote, "For the first time in history, bank deposits in the central bank approach 180 trillion dinars. Quote, the value of the issued currency remained within the barrier of 82 trillion dinars, representing 47% of the total liabilities of the central bank." So again, they are telling us the amount of dinar now in circulation, which is 82 trillion dinars, or about 82 billion US dollars worth. They kept telling us in the past they could not get the people's money in the banks, so now we know this is not entirely true, and they are having some success in doing so. And this is the proof, as 180 trillion, nor about 180 US dollars in the banks, is not that shabby. I would call this program very successful. Samson article quote, "A rumor causes a significant drop in dollar prices in Iraq." Quote, "The rumors circulating about the new government's intention to reduce the price of the dollar against the Iraqi dinar to be 130,000 dinars for $100, and the possibility that it will be returned to its old price prompted citizens to sell their dollar banknotes. This led to a large supply compared to demand in local markets." Frank 26 article quote, "Al-Sudani presents his booth to Parliament on Thursday and the Kurds decide their ministries," unquote. Frank says they said 14 days, they said 10 days, then they said this coming Monday, then they said Thursday. This is the speed of the monetary reform. Wolverine says the engine will start this Thursday. They have given the green light. Humble One article quote, "Civil aviation, Iraq will soon be free from international sanctions." During 2019, Iraq reached the rate of passing about 75% of the testing and auditing, stressing that Iraq will pass the remaining percentage in the near future to get out of international sanctions. A definite move in the right direction. Walking Stick via Frank 26 question, "What is the procedure now that we've got the president and the prime minister? How does the government get seated?" Walking Stick says the next big thing you're looking for is we need Sudani to announce his government by giving us the names of his cabinet members. Once we sit the government, we have a budget and exchange rate, we have a gradual increase, an unpegging, and a controlled float. These are wonderful times that we are experiencing. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now, we've got contacts in Iraq that we do talk to that are saying there have been celebrations going on a few days ago. They are celebrating, I believe, their new government and the prospect of a new rate, which we have heard what the new rate might be on our screens. Dr. Shabibi said the dinar would support a rate of XX dollars 10 years ago. Dr. Shabibi was projecting something that is on the screen now. The rates are going to be very, very strong, so that's a very positive thing. For us, they're essentially ready to go and have been ready to go for quite a while. Frank 26 article quote, "The European Union congratulates Rashid on the election and the assignment of al-Sudani and stresses the need to expedite the formation of the government," unquote. Frank says, "Everybody, congratulations. If this wasn't going to succeed, nobody would be saying congratulations. Nobody would be bending backwards to reach across the border to shake hands of these new leaders. Leaders are being born in Iraq." All right, RV already. Article quote, "Al-Kazimi, we were deprived of the freedom of the Sudanese by naming ministers and the issue of tax secretariats due." This is a good clarifying article on Iraq's finances, some of the corruption, and who is to blame. Hopefully the new government will proceed to eliminate corruption and deliver the RV to the people and the international community. Right, Mountain Goat article quote, "Iraq tops the Arab world among the 10 fastest growing economies in the world. Yes, and with a currency only worth 1/6 of a penny. Yes, ranked 13th in the world in gold reserves and with a $90 billion central bank reserves. How about completing the currency reform and getting the dinar reinstated for investors?" All right, lastly, TLM 724 article quote, "Iraq ranks first in the Arab world, the 10 fastest growing economies in the world. Iraq was the fastest growing Arab country as the gross domestic product accelerated by 9.3%, ranked second in the world during 2022. followed by Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and in the 4th and 5th positions globally with a rate of 8.7% and 7.6% for the current year.